Would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel? If you love this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Hiccup. Hey everybody, welcome back. As usual, the channel is Chasing Geekdom. Typically I am out in the world, covering comic conventions and theme park news and race events like the Star Wars half marathon and so on. Can't do those things right now, really. So I'm plopping down here 3 times a week and talking about all of the, the geeky things. But instead of having, say, Disneyland behind me or a comic convention behind me, I've got a game behind me, next to me, whatever. So if you're here for skills, you're in the wrong place. It's a casual kind of play through. It's a battle royale, but I play pretty chill. I do okay in Fortnite. I wanted to play something I was familiar with today because I've been playing all sorts of new games, because this one has gone, I don't know how to say. Yeah, it's gotten weird the last few seasons, a little uneven competitively, but I want to jump into Brunch Madness and talk about Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And I want to be able to kind of meander through the Battle Royale Island here, have a fight here and there, and talk about this film. But before I do, one quick trip through my little channel trailer that shows you some footage of things that I've gotten from comic conventions and theme parks and stuff over the last few years. And it's a minute and a half, and I'll be right back. And there it is. That's what I'm usually doing. I miss it so much. You don't know. You don't even know. Next year, I'm sure we will have, control of some things, and I'll venture out safely into the world with my 7-layer vaccine brought to you by Taco Bell. So we're going to jump in just a little bit of gameplay. We're going to do some Brunch Madness. While I play the first round, I'll give you a little history on what it is, the ground rules, and then we'll jump into Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Edition while I play Fortnite mediocrely with a few flashes of, I wouldn't say greatness, but okayness. But let's do some Brunch Madness. Funny enough, the first person that won a Brunch Madness was Thor, getting his shawarma on there. So let's play. What this is, I don't know where it came from. It for some reason dawned on me one day while I was streaming. who from what movie, I don't even know what, would be my most desired hungover brunch guest. I'm not sure where it came from somewhere. Setting up a bunch of brackets of 16, and each of those 16 represents, what's up, Shadow Gamer? What's up, dude? Thanks for coming by. You're gonna feel a lot better about your Fortnite skills after watching my dumbass. So this is a place to come to feel good about how you play and not to learn skills, because I don't build. But one thing that I do dig about Fortnite's matchmaking, I thank the bus driver because I'm kind and polite. That's just what you do. And yes, I go far away. I've been good, dude. I thank you for asking, and I hope your work day is going good. I cleaned today. Like, that's how I took advantage of my weekend. I know I'm going to be grateful, like glad that I did later on, but I'm like, I could have been doing so many other things, but you know, I had a bunch of Amazon shopping cardboard buildup going on, and I had to just break it all down and get it. It feels good. It does feel good, but I wrecked my back a little bit last night because I was dancing on my own, and I will admit it was inspired by a song by Robin, the Swedish pop singer. Not Dancing on My Own by Robin, but it was Call Your Girlfriend. I saw that video, and I don't know, I went off a little bit. I could have had some pent up energy or whatever. But so the Brunch Madness thing that I do is I have 3 criteria that I'm looking for, and I'll be going through Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back today. Dude, that's too cool. That's very, very, very kind of you. I appreciate that. Thank you, and I hope your work day goes well. You work in a hospital, so I would imagine that you're. Where am I going? That your days are very long. So you know, I hope it. I do like this little house that has a thing here, but I hope it goes well. I appreciate that. Thanks, dude. So the 3. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. The 3 criteria. Number 1, I'm looking for energy level, because you know, if it's something like a Tom Holland Spider-Man, that's gonna be really annoying. If you're overly tired or hungover or just wrecked from work or whatever, and you're trying to like wind down and have this kind of debate with someone, you're gonna want to push him over, because he's too much. And you also don't want anyone too far on the other end of the spectrum. Kind of like, I like to use the example of Kate Austen from Lost, because her life was just so wrecked that if she's drinking the night before, she's self-medicating. You know what I mean. And so you're going to be concerned about her the next day. You're going to be hanging out with your Eggs Benedict and being like, am I taking this to go and we're going to the freaking emergency room to go see Shadow Gamer, or am I like, what's going on? You know, so no one that's too comatose, as you want someone who's going to be able to interact. Number 2 thing that I'm looking for. Yeah. Give me that. Oh, I heard something outside. I should turn up my in-game audio just because I want to hear footsteps. That's important. What's this do? Oh, that's the sniper. Wait, is that the sniper, or is that the... What is this? Scoped assault rifle. Let's give it a go. Why not? Number 2 is going to be someone who's going to be good, kind to the waitstaff kind of thing. Somebody who would be able to take... Yeah, I'm going to turn this up a little bit so I want to hear people creeping up on me. There we go. That's better. Now I just gave away my location like a dummy. All right, where to? Someone's got the Doom stuff over there, so let's meander on. Let's go this way. Yeah, that's fun. I'm lost. Where am I? Speaking of... Wait, I was going that... There we go. I don't know anything. So, I was playing Spellbound last night a little bit to get used to it, and then I just realized I was trying to fly right there. Nope. Don't have those powers. So... Yep. Here we go. God damn it. Spectrum. Be grateful if you live in an area where there is competition when it comes to internet providers. Be grateful. There is no such thing where I am. But, you know, I'll stop my rantings over Jay and Silent Bob and all that if I notice it cut out. Lucky you don't get to miss any of my thoughts on the matter. I'd apologize, but you know, it's for science, right? So here we go. Yeah, so number 2, someone who's good to the waitstaff. So I want someone who's gonna be able to take those interactions off my hand. I need someone to be like an ambassador for good for me, because I wouldn't trust myself if I'm wrecked or whatever, or really tired, hungover, to be as good as I'd want to be, and I'd feel bad later if, you know how it is, like you have, like, you act a certain way kind of impulsively, and then later, maybe not much later, but like when you kind of get your composure, you get that kind of guilt sneaks up on you, and you're like, oh, that would be me. Just because I want to be able to be good, I don't trust myself to be. And if I'm in that kind of broken condition, so I need someone who would be able to take that over for me. I'm shooting him in the crotch, aren't I? I did. I'm sorry I shot you in the crotch, but I didn't want to push too many extra things and then mess up what I was doing there. My apologies for the crotch shooting person. But you did good. You didn't run away. You stood your ground. That's more than I used to do. Did they get me at all? Maybe a little bit. Got him in the crotch, y'all. I'm very heavily caffeinated right now, so I may burst out in song. I missed the little, like, lonely guy at the top of this situation here. I thought that was a really funny addition. Here we go. I haven't played this in a while, so if I seem rusty, it's true. If I shoot people in the crotch, or if I shoot them in the toe, it's because, you know, I've been on an adventure to find other games and such. Because I know when I get down to the last 10 or whatever, I'm gonna start hearing those overpowered Marvel weapons, and hopefully DC Batman here can take them out, but who knows? It's kind of annoying. This season it's that. Last season it was those Marauders that took out, like, maybe someone's up here. Someone was up here. Okay. I miss my little camping homie over here. Is someone gonna come out here? Did you land here? No. That's a bummer. I should probably go. Yeah. Alright. Number 3, I'm looking for someone who is going to be interested in this kind of silly debate, talking about Brunch with characters from something character driven. The reason why I do it, and it is science. It's not science, but I do have a reason behind it. Say if I get off work and I have 4 or 5 hours before I'm going to go to bed, you know, that's now my time, and I want to take advantage of it. But if I'm just jacked in the brain, I may be too tempted to just kind of lean into the tired and recover, and no, this is my time now. So I'm put my mind to something as silly like this, but it's silly and creative, but on something kind of benign and fun, like a TV show or film. So it pushes my brain a little bit into a place where I can hopefully take a little bit of advantage of the rest of my day. For me, I mean, for the people I care about as well, obviously, but yeah, I don't want to just kind of succumb to being tired or whatever. Someone's shooting. Who did that? There's someone. Nah, they got away. I like to close the gap anyways. This is the blue version of whatever this is. Assault rifle is my favorite gun in this game. For some reason, there's something about it that I do well with. I don't know why. And then maybe like there's another assault-ish rifle type thing. Let's see if I can get this guy. Where you at? Should I give away my position? Oop. Oop. Can I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? There we go. That's better. I think because I haven't played for a while, I probably like leveled down as far as people that I'm playing against. I'm gonna guess. No offense to that person. I mean, they were again bold enough to like not run away. I don't understand the running away. Like I'm a sure thing for the most part. You know, I you know, especially when I play consistently enough and do okay, and then suddenly you're thrust into like rounds where everybody's better than you. Whoa, I don't want to be here. That's all the doom stuff. What am I doing? How about why not? So yeah, that's 3 criteria. Someone who would be interested in this kind of conversation, and then also bonus if they had some sort of buy-in as far as the reasoning why behind it. So let's jump in. And I kind of wanted to start a shout out to George Carlin and Carrie Fisher, because I'm not going to go through their characters. They just, you know, they deserve better than my random nonsense. But how wonderful were they, right? I mean, it's, and the fact that they both showed up in this, like, in the same, what, 2 or 3 minutes of the same film. That was pretty great. I hear footsteps. Where are you? Are you there? I see you. Where'd you go? Jonesy, and I don't know, you guys. This is all. Oh, there it is. This is what I like, right there. Yay! I like it so much. All right, what do we got? 14 left. I'm gonna say when we get down to 9. 7, 8. When we get to 8, I'm gonna start hearing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. You son of a. You know what, dude? This is why I don't play this game anymore. Like. Homie's just got all the overpowered weapons and is flying around in a helicopter wiping everyone out. You know who I respect are the ones that end up with those weapons. That you see them using them a little bit here and there, and then when it comes down to a one-on-one, they just put them away and they fight you with a shotgun. Like, that's just... Take them out, whoever you are, please. Is that John Wick? Anyway. This is so stupid. I'm going to talk a lot of shit about this game while I'm here. This particular aspect of it, but we'll just move on. I should bring up real quick here. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to get some. Let's IMDb it so I get everyone. And I will jump in. So I'm gonna bypass characters whose characters are featured, like are the main characters in other films. So like, you know, Brody / Banky, Dante and Randall, you know, that kind of thing. We're not gonna go into that. What I want to start with is actually, and shout out, of course, to Mark Hamill, it's Cockknocker. Obviously going to be a no, and we only see him for a second, but there's a few people that I want to talk about. starting with Jamie Kennedy's character. I love, because there's such a little, like, a rich, very, I would say, obvious scenario at play there. Shaka, right? Shaka Luther King, Chris Rock's character, is just so crazy. And that whole thing with him getting him a latte and Jamie Kennedy's character, you could tell, like, in pre-production or whatever that they've been working together, he's just been so crazy at Jamie Kennedy's, like, PA character that he's in therapy and the therapist is like, here's some Prozac, and then, but be careful with it. And then Jamie Kennedy's character's like, sure, and then takes like 5 right before a shoot day. That's the vibe you get from him when he shows up, because he's just like, he knocks a thing and he's yelling at him. He's like, no, it's all good. It's all. He's heavily sedated, you know, not like drunk, but like Prozac, or what is it that people take, Xanax, something like that. So energy level wise is going to rule him out, but I had to bring him up because it's just such a cool take, like a good choice to make, I think, for just such a small scene. So shout out to Jamie Kennedy for that. I love that. Definitely would be too concerned about him being so heavily, you know, medicated. Trying to have brunch with him, but I love that, because you don't really get much of his character to know if he'd qualify for, where are we at here? And yes, again, if you're just popping in, this is just going to be chill, kind of. I wander kind of far. I want to go. I haven't been over here in a while, so that I can kind of wander and talk, and get in fights here and there. So I'm not here to like rack up the body count. And I'm going to talk some shit about the overpowered weapons in this season. And the thing that bugs me about that a little bit, and then I'll jump back in, is that there's, 4 players in each round that may have these weapons, and they're insane. They're stupid. They let you fly. What? And yet there was one gun that was introduced in the beginning of the season that I think they got rid of, that kind of gave you the ability to maybe potentially, especially if those OP weapons end up in someone's hands that knows what they're doing, although those people usually will put them aside and fight you with a shotgun or assault weapon, because they're good people. You know, I like good people. And it was this machine gun that was so much fun to shoot. Here we go again. Internet issues here and there, but don't worry, I will make sure to, let's see what we got over here. I don't know where anything is over here. It's been ages since I played this, so not ages, but like, for me, a week is ages for Fortnite, because I used to play like 3 times a day. Where was I? I have no idea. I go on tangents, so help me stay on task. Shaka is obviously going to be a no, because he's insane. But Chris Rock's amazing. Gus Van Sant, the money counter, but Pumpkin Escobar is another one. I love Tracy Morgan's, like, he's just such a sweetheart. You know, they come across and you think he's going to be like this hardcore dude, you know. They gave him like that stereotypical, like, yeah, and him and his like hardcore drug selling buddy or whatever, and then he's just a total sweetheart. Okay, there's nothing over here. Why didn't you guys tell me? How dare you? Pumpkin Escobar has potential, though. Let's look at him. Cause he's just, all right. You know what? I need to get somewhere over here. Nope, not that. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. Give me whatever gun is in here, please. What? Oh, there it is. There we go. And I have my, you guys see this a little bit brighter than I do. I have mine turned down just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, internet's struggling. OBS keeps going yellow and green and red and yellow, green, red, but I appreciate you hanging out and sticking around. Let's see here. So Pumpkin Escobar, you get pretty good sampling of his personality, even in just that one little scene. That's what I love about good actors, is that they're able to do that, you know, just make something impactful out of something, you know, as small as a scene, which I dig. Energy level wise, he seems sprightly, he seems on, you know, but in a good way, not in like a manic Kramer energy kind of way. That. All right, it's trying, y'all. I don't know what's going on today, but yeah, I need to get somewhere that's a little bit more light. I can't see a thing. There we go. This is better. What do we got? Yeah, Pumpkin Escobar. So I think energy level wise, he'll be fine. Like he sells it. I don't know that he necessarily. What is that? Is that flippin' Wolverine? Are you serious? What is this? What? This is insane. This is insane. Are you? Get your shit together, Fortnite. What is this? Look at, wait, where is it? You see the shield on my little emblem here, Chasing King? Obviously, I'm a fan of Marvel. Thing is, I know where I can get it. I know where I can get it. It's called Disney Plus. Okay? All right? Or a game. What is that? Like, I just want to play against other players. If anybody has any recommendations on games that I like, Realm Royale, I dig that one. That one's been one that I've been playing a good amount. Rogue Company, but I'm not going to stream it on Twitch because now they've got the dock level. Now it's trying. And now I'm back. I'm gonna assume. Sorry about all these hiccups. I literally haven't had any issues with any other game. So I don't know what's going on. And everything that I have is wired, so everything's Ethernet, except for the phone that I use as my webcam there. It's the only thing using Wi-Fi, so it can't be like a channel interference thing. It's just the service itself, which is, that's disappointing. Moving on. Pumpkin Escobar, energy level wise, is going to be great. I think he's going to be good to the wait staff, the service staff. He's a very personable guy, and I think he would be into this type of conversation. Seems like all right, where are we at here? I'll jump into the thick of it, but I want to get through some of these characters before the internet dies on me again. Appreciate you guys hanging out. All right, I haven't been to the same. Let's go to the beach. Why not? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put Pumpkin in the finals here. Let's make a little note so I remember, because I forget a lot of things. We go. Pumpkin. There we go. Moving on. What do we got next? Brent. Sean William Scott's character, Brent. Good old animal lover. Like in the right kind sense, not the way that Jay made him out to be eventually. Got him thrown out of the van. Alright. Oh my gosh. Another like really very interesting direction to take a character. Guy's got quite an imagination on him. Spectrum, you know what? I swear. Is there an electrical storm? There might be. Yep. There it is, and that's the reason. If you're the only internet provider in an area and you know that that service suffers, like that, and that area is prone to electrical storms and heat waves. I'm in St. Louis. You know, perhaps put some money that we're paying you for the service into, you know, building up that infrastructure to make sure that it doesn't take a huge dump anytime there's a bolt of lightning. Just a thought. Okay, so we're talking about Brent. Energy level wise, he seems like a very sweet dude. You know, very personable. He's passionate about his animals. He's a bit of a mother trucking son of a come on, Spectrum. AT&T, please get fiber here in the St. Louis area quickly. Thank you. Sincerely, me at Chasing Geekdom. Thank you. That would be great. Because Spectrum sucks. What is it? It's October? Why are there electrical storms in October? Okay. Thanks, Earth. Would he be good to the waitstaff? He would be. I think he's got a creepy vibe though, you know? He's got that, oh yeah, you know, I don't know what, I'm not Sean William Scott. I don't have his talent, so I can't really go there, but yeah, there's some thunder and lightning going on. So I don't know, like he would be, but it might be a little off-putting in the way that he does so, you know? Would he be interested in a conversation like this? I don't know that he's a pop culture guy. He seems like a soul-focused animal rights activist dude, you know? I don't think he's writing songs and his little guitar and oh yeah, it's rumbling outside. So no. So I'm gonna say no to Brent, but cool, fun, funny, creepy performance by Sean William Scott, I have to say. But you're out, buddy. I'm gonna... Oh wait, there's that one that's usually over here. I think so far I've noticed these randomized loot drops. At least, I don't think these are random any with that though. Like I think it's just the kind of like common loot box, because these seem to always... This is the one I was talking about that I thought they removed from the game. This is so much fun to shoot. I don't care if I win. I just want to like scare people with it. Yeah, this is exciting. I'm not going to shoot it right now. I want to save the ammo. What is it called again? It's called the light machine gun, which can level a friggin' house. I love it. Moving on. Who do we got next? So we're going to skip Jason Lee's characters for now because he's the lead in other films. So we're going to go to Will Ferrell's Federal Wildlife Marshal, Willin Hawley. The people who like they really brought it in this film. Like, of course they got people who could, you know, they got great, funny, unique people in the film itself, but like I rewatched it last night and there's just so many cool little choices that all of them make in these roles, which I dig. So let's take a look at him, at Will and Holly. So energy level wise, he's manic a little bit. Like he's Spectrum's gonna try to mess with me, you know? I just want to get like one elimination with this gun, and then also one, do characters in this game poop their pants? Because if so, this would be a weapon that would do it outside of these stupid Marvel weapons. But another goal during this stream is maybe hopefully taking out someone with those weapons and then ditching them in the storm. I was able to do that a couple times so far. Not today, but ooh, give me that slurp truck. I'm gonna bring some attention to myself, but I like the noise that it makes when you... It's a fun little echo that it makes. I'm impressed and enjoy the stupid little things. So, where am I headed? Oh, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's finish it off here. How about? Let's see who I can fight in the process. So Will and Holly, energy level wise, he's the kind of guy that you think is probably so concerned about his responsibilities that is he gonna tie one on? I mean, I would imagine that yep, lightnings. It's funny. Lightning happening right when internet drops out a little bit. That is not coincident. Did you hear that? Yeah. All right. I'm not crazy. All right. We got the rumblies going on outside here. Good old St. Louis. He seems like, I don't know. I'm going to assume that on the weekends he's gonna... Where are you? Are you behind me or in front of me? This is the one. I love this gun. It's so cool. I wish that you could... You can't see him real good. I'm hitting that. No, they're in the water too. Here we go. There we go. I got my one. Didn't do very well at aiming, did I? But that is just such a fun one to shoot. I like it. All right. There we go. That is, it takes a while to reload, doesn't it? We'll assume that maybe on weekends he does like self-care. I think he'd be that guy who's like, okay, no, I gotta make sure I do self-care this weekend, you know, like live my life and have a good time. And I think part of that, of course, is gonna be like he'll have a couple beers or whatever, and then, all right, I'm gonna get upstairs and let them come to me, I think. So I can talk about Sheriff Will and Holly. And so I think, yeah, I think he'll have come down from his sense of... Hey, that's two. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what do I do here? I want you for sure. I want... Get some of you, but I gotta ditch these things somehow. Where do I hide them? I want that, but how do I get rid of things? How do we drop things? I forget. All right, now screw it. You know what? Screw it. Give me that. Nope. That. All right. I'll take this. There's a helicopter here. All right. I think this is a good place to leave them as far as if my goal is that nobody else accesses them. I can just like guard this thing here. Yeah. Yeah. So they're out of play. What are they? Let's see. We've got Iron Man's thingy, got Doctor Doom's thingy, got Iron Man's thingy. All right, so at least those are out of play. I think that there's still, since we saw Wolverine, there's probably those as well, but at least, yeah. Where am I at here? Oh, good. This is going to end up being in the storm, so we'll leave him here. Cool. Let's go that way. But I'm going to let... All right, let's see if I run into anyone. Oh, no, wait, is someone? No, there's the lightning again. Will and Holly. Let's talk about Will and Holly while I do this. All right, let's go. I think I can safely say those are out of play. I do like these machine guns. What is it called again? The assault rifle. Okay, that's pretty. So Will and Holly. Would he be kind to the wait staff? Of course. Service staff. He's you know, he's a very kind dude. So yes, I do believe so. How far up am I? I can jump down. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go fight some folks. Hopefully no one goes up there. What is that? It sounds like it's coming from one of those boats. What's that? Circle. I need to start a little segment, a little like video or something where it's like it's called "What's That Do?" With a little jingle. So if anyone wants to write a "What's That Do?" jingle, that would be great, and then I can, you know, make a little image to go along with it. Oh, those are like those robots. I'm not dealing with you. Not as bad as Marauders, but still. What the flipping heckin' stuff is that? I'm gonna go ahead and... What is that circle? That looks like something that I don't want to deal with. Thank you. Bye. Will and Holly would be great to the waitstaff. I think he also would be into this kind of conversation. I think so. He's the kind of guy who's like, you know, he's gonna watch Law and Orders, I think. I don't, but what else would he watch that I could? Someone's really just spamming their little... Right, here we go. Should I pop a squat in the bush so we can actually get through some characters here? Just for a minute, yes. I'm going to be that guy. I don't understand what that circle is, though. What is that? Does anyone know? It's creepy. You know, there's like a Galactus drone thing or whatever. So anyways, Will and Holly. He is... What would he be into? So I think that he would like to like have a tool like this to like kind of recover from someone if he's tired or whatever and he's heading into work. You know, he can have a little debate like this. We can have some brunch. Or we could just debate it over Twitter or on Zoom before he goes to work. Talk about some show. What show? I think he'd like shows like Derek. That Ricky Gervais show. And we can talk about that. Something with like a lot of kindness in it. So yeah, we're gonna put Will and Holly on the finals list. There's gonna be people coming in. They're gonna get pushed in from there. And I'm gonna be ready for them. This thing, and then this thing. So this yeah, not sure. I think I'll start here. I've already mowed down a few people with that overpowered light machine gun or whatever it's called. So Will and Holly's on the list. Who we got now? Let's see who's next while I wait here for people to get pushed towards me. So we got Missy, Chrissy, and Sissy. We'll get to Justice later, but Missy, Chrissy, and Sissy, they're kind of a package deal. Like, they're... Where's that coming from? Yeah, they're coming towards me. Similar to in Ant-Man, you know, the three kind of bumbling fools that that was it. T.I. played, Michael Pena, and then David something or other played. It's like no matter what, that you end up. Is there only 2 of us left? Seriously? I'm gonna guess that they have the Wolverine claws with my luck. Should I just go jump out and... So Missy, Chrissy, and Sissy, they're gonna be a package deal. Alright, where are you, buddy? Are you also hiding in ambush? Or are you not a coward like me? I hear someone. Yep. I'm terrible aiming. Oh! At least they were using a gun. At least they were using a gun. I can respect that. They had 6 health left. It's because I suck at aiming. Alright. Good job, Anonymous. Probably a bot. Okay. Alright, jumping back in. So Missy, Chrissy, and Sissy, played by Jennifer Schwalbach Smith, director Kevin Smith's wife. That's just a random fact. It's not her identity, obviously. And Ali Larder and Eliza Dushku. I mean, we know where this is going. I'm going to show my work somewhat, but again, there's not going to be any isolating any of those 3 for a brunch thing. They're a package deal. There's a codependency in that relationship that Shannon Elizabeth's character does not have. I mean, obviously, it's like her name doesn't even match the rhyme scheme. Wait, isn't that the line? It's something similar to that. Yeah, there we go. I mean, Ali Larder's Chrissy, obviously, I would be a little concerned with how she reacted to the food that we ate. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. They do a little diamond heist thing through the things, and they're trying to keep the decibel level down. And then, she finishes and gets through, and then she rips one because of the trash that they ate at movies. So, speaking of, there's, I guess, Kevin Smith has been doing pop-up movies in LA, somewhere else, and then I think one's opening in Chicago, all socially distanced and masked up and all that kind of stuff, so it's safe. Like I would imagine kind of like a drive up or a drive through or a curbside or whatever would be, which is pretty cool. I think Illinois is policing somewhat if you're going there from where I am in Missouri, because Missouri does not have a handle on COVID, but so I don't know if I could even go there without being like, here, look at me, I have quarantined for whatever and all that. So I'm not going to go through all that to get to a movies, but anyways, Missy and Sis, I mean, they're all very kind of just aggro and unappealing as far as to hang out with. Not very good people, so we're gonna go big fat no. Fat no. How about I go, where haven't I not been today? It's fall outside, I've seen enough of that. I went kind of on a mini hike today, so how about I go up there? I have my fall foliage fix already, so I don't need it in a game unless I'm forced to go there. So we're gonna go with a no on Missy, Chrissy, and Sissy, but yeah, a fun bunch to watch in those roles for sure. Yeah, Chrissy might want to take a look and see if some lactose intolerance or something in there, you know what I'm saying? So we're going moving on to Shannon Elizabeth's Justice. Energy level wise, yeah, I think she'd be fine. She'll be in that spectrum somewhere for sure. Not too hyper, not too tired, comatose, whatever. kindness to the staff. Absolutely. She's... the fact... I don't even know how to address someone as sweet as her, like getting with Jay. She obviously sees through, not flaws, but like she sees the core of people, which is cool. I think that's a very... Yeah, here comes some more lightning. Yeah, which is, I think, is a very cool character trait. Like, not just looking at his antics, but like, you know. So that's a very nice thing. I think, yeah, I mean, her sweetness is on display in that role in that film, and so I think, yes, obviously she's going to be... I don't know why I get harpoons. Does anyone actually use those? And I don't mean that as a criticism for anyone that does. I'm just truly curious because I don't tend to take advantage of all of the tools in this or any game, really. There we go. I have a feeling some lightning is coming because things are getting wacky. Not in the game, but in my whole real life out here in St. Louis. Right outside that window there. It's October. Why are you not seeing me? You're all the candy? It's a really interesting name for a bot. Okay. Were you shooting at someone over here that I should be concerned about? I heard someone. It's dark. I can't see. It's just like a horror film. Where are you? Come in. Come in. Come in. Come in. Come on. You know you want to come in, buddy. Come on, come on. Yeah, thank you. You made quite the ruckus there, buddy. Alright. I will take you. I don't really use those bouncy thingies either. Alright. Where am I going? There's a house, I think, that way. So I think, yes, she'd be great, the waitstaff. Would she be interested in a conversation like this? Do they really? I don't know. I mean, I would imagine so, and I guess if I can assume so for someone like Pumpkin Escobar, what would she be into? I don't know that there'd be much of a buy-in for a reason behind it or anything. You know, I think I don't see anything in the character that would tell me that she's someone that would look at a silly debate, you know, thought experiment like this is something like, oh yeah, I need this to up my game for heisting or whatever. But here we go. Let's go ahead and just put that away for a rainy day like today. All right, sorry about my singing. But I mean, she's into anyone? No? Someone out walking their dog? Don't forget your poop bags, 'cause that's rude. You don't. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's go fight some people. I'm gonna go that way. So, I think that what would she be a fan of? Right, so we got Justice. Just a little behind the scenes thingamajig here. Sorry for that. That's what I like about Fortnite. You can just stop for a minute and, you know, I'm far enough away from people. I'm still not died. What would she be into? What would she be into? I'm trying to think of like... she'd probably be into like Netflix stuff. You know? Stranger Things. That kind of thing. Whatever that is, something in Paris or whatever. That's the jam right now. Someone said it's supposed to be like, if you liked Sex in the City, you're gonna love something in Paris. So we'll be able to find some common ground. My tastes are pretty broad, so we'll go ahead and put her on the finals list. So who do I have in there so far? Let's see. We've got... I hear someone, or is that me? We've got Justice. And I thought there was someone else other than Pumpkin. I'm terrible at this. Oh, yeah. Will and Holly. Alright. Basically, almost everyone. Alright, so let's move on to Jay and friggin' Silent Bob themselves. The titular characters, if you will. We'll start with Silent Bob. I mean, it's a debate that we'd be having, which requires the talking with the mouth places. He can once in a while, when pressed, you know, when it's important, that he comes out with the talking. Like in this film, it was the Critters of Hollywood moment. On the back of the car it says Critters of Hollywood, and then he calls him a name. And then also when he leans in on the whole legality, I love that too. I love that he breaks down the legality situation of, you know, the money that they're owed for the use of their characters. But my favorite choice in that scene was Jay Muse's, because he's always talking and he's always going off. I can't. Obviously that's not gonna work. So there's bad guys around. Okay, I don't want to die from non-player characters, but I'm about to. Alright. Oh no, wait, no, go inside. Alright, why am I doing this? I don't know why I'm doing this. But, you know. Yep, there they are. Stupid Doom. I hope it's actually Doom using them, and not some silly little sweaty little kid. Alright. But yeah, Jay's choice of like, you know, he's like, yeah, he's making a good point here. He just, you just watch him in that moment. It's just so small, which is so unlike Jay, but like only because you never get to see him. Oh, that's a good pointing anyone, especially because he's always hanging out with Bob, who doesn't talk. Okay, so I'm gonna be sneaky, and I'm gonna close some doors. Oh, I can't close these doors because I'm not that bad guy, but I'm gonna hang out. Yeah, it won't let me. But anyways, yeah, so Bob, he doesn't talk much, and I don't think that he would. So they closed on their own. I'll get some more ammo. I know whoever I come across is gonna have. Yep, there it is. Stupid. Alright, I've got 10 left, so I'm gonna hang out here for a minute while I talk about this. Goodness to the waitstaff. He's going to have a kindness and a gratefulness that comes through in his face and persona, but it's not. He's not going to take over those situations because of the fact that he's not going to talk unless he's telling some story or he's just really pressed to do so. Yeah. But I do love that speech that he gives about in that moment when they're what the money they're owed because like contractually, and that whole thing that he breaks down. You do find yourself in a very actionable position. And it's obviously, if you're a fan of Kevin Smith's and you listen to his podcasts, especially, you know the guy's a master storyteller and he can talk. So the fact that he made himself Silent Bob was, pretty brilliant in itself. But would he be interested in a debate like this? I mean, we'll never know. I mean, he might nod and whatever, but there's not going to be a volley. Just like, because Jay's always the one talking. So, all right, what are we down to? 8 of us left in this match. I kind of had a feeling that Bob wouldn't make it, but sorry, Silent Bob, but for this, I'd hang out. Don't get me wrong, but for these purposes, it's going to be a no. And now we're on to Jay. Jay's problematic, obviously. But we can do the science here, do the due diligence and such, and just to make sure that I'm going to show my work. Energy level wise, dude's a loose cannon. He's volatile. He can be chill. I mean, if you look at that moment that I was just talking about when he and Bob are talking about that, the money that they're owed when they're on that movie set with Cockknocker and whatnot. It's the name of a character. I'm not saying words. So we got 6 left now. Should I be this guy? Oh wait, I can't get out, can I? Oh yes, I can. I just can't close it. That's good. Energy level wise, it's hard to say because he's usually pretty manic and on or whatever. But I mean, it's possible that he's like that because he's just usually with someone who doesn't talk, so he's obligated, so he's kind of like in that headspace. So it's possible that if he's with someone else like myself who can ramble on, clearly, obviously that's on display right now, that he'd be relieved and he'd be like in that moment where he's listening, he was actively listening, which was cool. He was like and then at the end was like, yeah, like, good point. So he can do it back and forth. Yeah, there's those doom weapons. That's what's gonna do me in here. Let's see, Mr. Helicopter over there. Let's try something. What do we got with Helicopter Man? What are you up to, buddy? I could have changed my clothes there and been like Incognito Man. Oops. No, there's 3 of us left now. One of whom obviously has Doom stuff. There they are. You're that way. Let's see. Nope. Where are you? There. That's unfortunate. Goodness to the staff. See, this is where it's like, yeah, he's a good dude, but I think that he's. Look at the movies scene. Like, you don't know from one moment to the next, like, what mode you're gonna get him in. Like, the hot girl walks in, he could end up like behaving like he did in that scene. How many are left? There's 2 of us left. And I'm trapped in this little room, but at least I'm still inside the little circle here. I'm gonna be like a wuss right now and just hang out in here and not confront anyone until I have to, because I want to talk about Jay and Silent Bob. Also, I have nothing to prove. Yeah, I think that's yeah, they've got the Doom weapons, don't they? There they are. Come on in, buddy. Yeah, they're coming. What do you think? Am I gonna get them? Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Depending on where this circle goes. Some terrible builder. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. That's a big question mark. Energy, I mean, with the staff, because it's like, he can be just wildly inappropriate. And depending on who that offends, like maybe the staff won't be offended, maybe they will, but there's always the question mark of people that are around, you know, so that's a big, it's not, you can't rely on the fact that he's going to be well behaved. And that would tie into being the goodness to the staff, that kind of thing, I think. When it comes to this kind of debate, I think he'd be totally into it, and I think we could definitely find common ground or whatever, but there wouldn't be a buy-in as far as the reasoning behind it. But that would be a great, fun conversation, I think, for sure. But that number 2 thing, just he's a loose cannon. Because of that, I don't think, yeah, we'll have to say no on Jay. So Jay and Bob not in the finals for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but I showed my work. I did the science. So let's see who we got in the good old finals. Oops, that's the wrong one. We're down to 3. Pumpkin Escobar, Justice, and Will and Holly. Let's see, is this closing in? So we got 10, 7, 6. Yeah, I'm still going to be inside the circle. 3, 2, 1. Where's it going now? Psh, sweet. I'm just going to go ahead and hang out in here. They're going to probably like sneak right up in there. Let's see what happens. Usually I like to have 4 in the finals, because then I'll do 2 versus 2, and then from there. But let's do Pumpkin versus Justice. Where are you? So I'm gonna have to get outside, I think. There they are. I got him. I got a chunk out of him at least. Where are they? There they are. Oh, he saw me. There we go. I beat someone with the you know, the overpowered weapons, and I got him with the machine gun. I did it. Good job, me. Yes, I take a picture when I do that. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing, but I do it. So I got 1 win by being sneaky, but at least I won without the overpowered weapons, so that's good. All right, so we're in the finals now. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Brunch Madness. Let's jump in to another round here. But before I do, we're in the finals for Brunch Madness. Yeah, I made this stuff, so I gotta use it. You know what I'm saying? So Pumpkin Escobar versus Justice. So let's look at it energy level wise. I mean, his is going to be more. He'll be on the more energetic side. She's pretty chill. He does not have much of a chill because I don't think he's smoking his own supply or whatever. I think he's a guy who's just like a chill dude, cool dude who does that for a living. You know, he doesn't strike me as someone who. I mean, it's a one scene and all, but let's see, where should I go? I've been to the stacks today. It's one of my favorite characters. I mean, I love it when anyone does something great, when an actor takes one scene that they're in and really just, you know, does something very special and cool and fun with it. And he definitely did so. So I think, let's see, energy level wise, I don't think any of them really come out ahead of the other in that he's not manic, but he's going to be a little bit more sprightly, I think. But it's in a good kind of fun way, and she's going to be more, she's even keeled, kind energy. I don't know which one I prefer. I'll have to come back to that to see if one or the other is going to be more preferable, depending on how the next two go. So, goodness to the staff. He's someone who connects with people right off the bat. Obviously, like, he comes across Jay and them, and he not only that, he like, of course he's at work, you know, he's trying to sell them something, but like, the connection is there right away. You know, he seems to be that kind of guy, which is something that's very appealing when it comes to, especially this scientific method that I'm using to find my most desired hungover brunch guest. So yeah, why not? Let's go to that. Let's go here. I really do miss the little lonely henchman at the top here. I don't know why they got rid of him. I thought that was like a funny little choice they made to put there. Let's see what we got up here. Yeah, hers is going to be more just kind of, she's got like kind mom energy about her, you know? Which one is more appealing than the other? I'm not sure just yet, but wait, where am I going? Here. Ooh, I got this nice one. So what you got? What you got? What's this one? Scoped assault rifle. Cool. Ooh, I got some thunder and lightning coming again. Give me some of that. I'll take that for now. Goodness to the staff. So he connects with people, and then she's got that kind of sweet. Hers is more. She's got a sincerity and a caring, and she's really. That's something that I like. And when I do this debate, she's present. She's there, kind of like engaged with someone. At least, you know, the impression that I get, and that I like, and I think that that's a kind of a nicely disarming thing, especially for, you know, someone who's at work, like, you know, the service folks would be. So as much as I like that he's as engaging as he is, I think I like her vibe a little bit more for that second criteria. interest in this conversation. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. And I want to blow some things up with that. Thank you. He's the more obvious as far as finding common ground, because it seems like I don't know why. I should be able to back that up. Maybe I'm thinking of Tracy Morgan and not the character, you know? But I was going to say maybe he'd be into Die Hard, but wasn't he in a movie with Bruce Willis? That wasn't super great. They're not all great, but that's fine. I'd find common ground with both of them, maybe more easily with him, but that's not necessarily the point. It only takes one show or one film. And there we go. Let's go find some people to fight. There we go. Where are we headed? I want to go this way. Where haven't I been yet today? Over here. Let's go there. And you'll notice I don't build. Part of the reason is it's not what I want to look at while I play. They kind of, I suspect they pared back a little bit of the design of the island a little bit compared to what that chapter 1 island, because I would imagine, like my theory is the artists coming up with all of this were like, you know, the players are building so much they're not even seeing what they're creating. That's my theory. Hats off to those who can build, though. I mean, like, it's a skill that it's insane. Like my god kids do it, and I squad up with them and benefit from it greatly. I just don't do it myself. I just like a straightforward kind of guns and stuff. Oh, look, a thing. I don't need it right now, but I'm going to use it for no reason. I think I'm very easily distracted. If I see fireflies, I'm done for. Why not? That's fun. Where am I going? Yeah, I think I'll stay here. I should have probably used that after the storm came in, but, you know, I'm not a tactical kind of player. Anyways, we were talking about Justice and Pumpkin Escobar. Yeah, again, it only takes one show or film, and I just think that I don't think either of them are going to have a real buy-in as far as the reasoning behind it, like him leveling up his day to go sell whatever he needs to sell. I think that's a customer base that's just built in, and then hers doing the heisty thing. But I think I just like her vibe more for interactions with service staff and that kind of thing. So I think because of that, the other two are so even, that Justice is going to win that round. And we're down to, who do we have? Okay, so Justice versus Sheriff Will and Holly. All right, where are we? Let's see where this ends up. All right, here we go. How convenient. Oh, wait, I missed. There we go. All right. I love the Sentinel Graveyard. When I was a kid, I had one of these big toy. I mean, it seemed big at the time. It was probably a foot. I love that. That was the thing that got me most excited about this season. And then it was ruined by all the rest of the Marvel stuff. But, so let's look at it. So we've got Sheriff Will and Holly versus Justice to win the Brunch Madness for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Let's take a look at the criteria and close out this day. Energy level wise. So she's going to be a little bit more reliably in the right place, the right headspace. Because again, it's like one of those, like, it's possible that he's on his weekend self-care tour or whatever, that he's going to have a couple, like watch a game and have a couple beers or whatever. But it's also very possible that he's going to have a little too much. Come down. There we go. That was an embarrassing show. Come up. Where'd you go? Oh, that was a nice shot. I liked that. Good job, whoever you are. Anonymous, you're probably a bot, I suppose. That was nice. Let's ready up. Yeah, energy level wise, that I deserve that. I know, I deserve that. So, yeah, she's going to be a little more reliable there to be in the right spot. But I think, goodness to the staff, of course, he's very kind. He's very nice and engaging and all. And I think that, would he take that interactions off my plate? I believe so. He's very, very, very positive. She still has that very kind, approachable energy. Very disarming. I think she's going to be intuitive. Kind of read the room, kind of like Inara from Firefly. And see that, I'm gonna wait and make sure Spectrum back on board. Good job. She'll be able to see, like, oh, like, my boy here is wrecked, my homie, so I'm gonna have to take over this, and be very kind about it. Kind of that protective, kind of momish energy. And that's key. That's big time key. I think that's the gravy on top of that situation. And then when it comes to this conversation, again, I don't think either are going to have... He might have a little bit more of a buy-in, possibly, perhaps, like, as to the reason behind it. But common ground-wise, who would have the better back and forth? I think he'd be tickled by the idea, but I don't know that he would have formulated a lot of strong opinions on something like that. I think he'd be more someone who'd want to listen to someone talk about it rather than have the back and forth. He'd be like, oh, that's neat, like, I like, whatever. But she, I think, would have a kind of good volley, because you see that kind of in the banter that she's got with Jay. There is a good volley back and forth of ideas. I'm gonna go to this thing here. Wait, where am I? Here we go. So, yeah, I think that in this Jay and Silent Bob edition of Brunch Madness, I think Justice is our winner. I'll come up with a better graphic for that win, but congratulations. I'm sure she's super thrilled. Super thrilled. I am going to close this one out for now. I'm going to finish this round, but embarrass myself any further with how laying the bluesing. Came so close. I did get one win today though on stream, so that's nice. Come hang out on Twitter. That's where I usually am. Make sure to, turn on the notifications for this stream so that you know when I'm on again. If you're also a smaller hustling streamer like myself, let me know, and when you're going to stream, I'll have notifications on. I don't turn them off for anyone that I follow, so anytime that I can jump in, I'll jump in and chat when I can. If I'm watching while I'm working, I can't chat as much, but definitely doing everything that I can to help everyone get there, you know what I mean? But Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Chasing Geekdom. I'm mostly on Twitter. And do I want to go to my lake house today? And thanks for hanging out one more time. I'm going to send you through the good old channel trailer showing you what I'm usually doing when I'm out in the world, when the world isn't broken and sick. And yeah, here we go. A little quick mashup of coverage from comic conventions and theme parks and all of that. I appreciate you guys all coming out. And this is me signing off for now. I'll be back Wednesday. I don't know what game I'm playing or what show or film I'm going to be covering. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's all for me today. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.